Mad Max is directed by George Miller, and it stars Mel Gibson as Mad Max Wakastansky, a very interesting last name that I've never heard in my 24 years of life. But anyway, Max is a police officer turned vigilante in a dystopian near future Australia in the midst of societal collapse. I keep mispronouncing that word. My mind wants to say social, but it's not social. It's societal. It's pronounced societal, but yes, societal collapse. So here's something you guys should know about the Mad Max, me and the Mad Max franchise and these movies. I have never seen any single Mad Max movies. I know. The only thing I've seen, I mean, so far, is Furiosa and Mad Max. This movie, Mad Max. That's it. I know there's I know there's Mad Max 2, there's Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, and there's of course the amazing, the exceptional, incredible Mad Max Fury Road with Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron. I will be talking more about that movie in a future video review, in a movie review down the road. But yeah, for so much of my life, I've never seen any of the Mad Max movies until like this year. 2024 is this year is the year where I finally was like, all right, whatever. I'm gonna sit down and finally watch all of the Mad Max movies. Like I'm gonna binge watch them. So I watched Furiosa because like it's a prequel. Because yes, I didn't see, at the time. I did not see the Mad Max movies in chronological order, but it's a prequel, so I'm like thinking, okay, so Max isn't going to be in here, Mad Max isn't going to be here, Tom Hardy isn't going to be here. And speaking of Tom Hardy, I thought I thought I went into the movie pretty safe, pretty safe and sound. So yeah, and I didn't know that um Mel Gibson was Max. I thought Tom Hardy was Max, and he was in Mad Max Fury Road, but apparently uh his role, the character, like the role got recast from Mel Gibson to Tom Hardy, which is why they recasted him. But I'll get, like I said, I'll get into that in a future movie review of Mad Max Fury Road, of why they recasted the character of Max from Mel Gibson to Tom Hardy. But yeah, I never know. But yeah, talking about this franchise, I didn't know anything about this franchise. Um, Everyone loves Mad Max Fury Road. Like every critic has brought it up. My coworker, my best friend, like my coworkers, my best friends, they keep bringing up Mad Max Fury Road, and I'm like, what is that? Like, I know it's Tom Hardy is in it. I'm gonna assume he's playing Max, and Charlize Theron is playing a character named Furiosa. And I've watched other movies, like recently Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool, makes a joke, breaks the fourth wall and like makes a joke about the Mad Max, about the character Furiosa and the Mad Max franchise. So like movies like have talked about this franchise, and everyone around me, my classmates at school, everyone was talking about Mad Max Fury Road, and I'm like, I don't know what that is, except what I just told you. Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron is Furiosa, and from what I can judging by the pictures and the trailers and everything that I've seen, it looks like a dystopian wasteland. This dystopian wasteland is the setting of this world, of this franchise. So yeah, but with all that out of the way, yes, so far I've seen Furiosa and this movie, and after this movie I will be seeing Mad Max 2 and then Beyond Thunderdome, and I'm going to wrap it all with Fury Road. So this is how I'm going to break down this video. So this review, here's how I'm going to break it down. I'm going to be talking about the positives, talking about the negatives, issues that I have, and then we're going to conclude this video, this review, easy peasy. Um, so yeah, so yeah, let's just dive right in. Let's not waste any more time. I love how this movie really is like, it's kind of like the groundmark, like the landmark of Australian filmmaking, which I didn't know it was. George Miller, I didn't know, is George Miller Australian? Yes, he is. Okay, George Miller is an Australian filmmaker. Um, is an Australian filmmaker. So I didn't know. So I know like George Miller, his name is attached to this franchise, but like I thought he did a great job directing this film and executing it very well. He did a great job. He did a great job directing this movie. Um, and I love how each each and every single one of the actors gives off a very amazing performances in this movie, especially the one and only Mel Gibson as Max Wachstansky. Like I didn't say this earlier, but I didn't know Mel Gibson was going to be in this movie. Like I thought Tom Hardy, but I'm like, no way. Like Tom Hardy would be like, I don't even know. Like this 19, when did this movie come out? 1979. I don't know. I can't really picture how young um, Tom Hardy might have been, but I didn't know it was Mel Gibson. But like I said, so when the movie opened up and I saw Mel Gibson, I was like, wait a minute, is that Mel Gibson? I pointed at the screen and I'm like, that looks like Mel Gibson. That is Mel Gibson. I was completely surprised and thrown off guard, and I was in utter delight. But yeah, Mel Gibson gives such an amazing performance, and I just love Mel Gibson. Not only is he an amazing actor, but he's an amazing director. Like the last time I saw him in a TV show, like in an act, like as an actor, was The Continental. I didn't think it was a good TV show. It's like a prequel to like the John Wick franchise, and he's like a villain. He's like a villain in that TV show, or that in that mini series, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, he's an amazing actor and also an incredible filmmaker as well. You know, such as Hacksaw Ridge, which is such a brutal and raw film about war with Andrew Garfield. But yeah, I just love Mel Gibson. Who doesn't love Mel Gibson? But anyway, the I just like the idea, the concept of a film about about a police officer going against the evil outlaw motorcycle club of bikers is very original and never been thought of before. So that's such an original and brilliant concept, and it also has an amazing start. This film is an amazing start to this big, well-known, regarded franchise. But yeah, this film has tons of awesome and well executed, or action packed and chasing moments, such as Mad Max driving his black car and crashing those gangsters of bikes, and at the beginning of the movie where the group of police chase the Night Rider. So yeah, a lot of a lot of amazing uh brutal action scenes in this film, and chase sequences too as well. And the setting looks pretty amazing. uh it's like like the plains of Australia look so, like the set looks amazing, and it really fits like what this movie is trying to go for. And I think, like I said, George Miller, he's such an amazing, such did an amazing job. And despite the film being low budget, the special effects sometimes are good, especially the blood and the gore effects. Max Wachstansky and the characters of Max and Jesse gives a share some, they have a very good an amazing chemistry together. Um, and the soundtrack is pretty good with tons of suspense and thrills that were performed by Brian May, the composer. But yeah, let me see here. Yeah, and also, I'm like, sorry about that. I was scrolling through my notes on my computer. Okay, and yeah, the soundtrack is pretty good. The ending is pretty epic. Max handcuffs Johnny's ankle to the wrecked vehicle and sets a crude time delay fuse utilizing a slow petrol leak and Johnny's lighter. And what happens next? Max throws Johnny a hacksaw, leaving him the choice of sawing through the handcuffs or his ankle to escape. The vehicle explodes as Max drives away. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. The way I described it, I just love the scene even more, the ending. And yeah, like this one film spawned a franchise and even spawned a post apocalyptic sequel named Mad Max 2 or The Road Warrior. Is it even amazing and more improved, if not better, than this film? But yeah, Hugh Keys Brine, I think I mispronounced his middle name, did a good performance, provided a good performance as the villain Toe Cutter, and later went on to play the villain Impotent Joe in the amazing fourth installment, Mad Max Fury Road, which I will be talking in a future movie review down the line. But yeah, those are a handful of just positives, pros, a lot of good things I liked about it. There were when it comes to when it comes to issues, I mean, they're not really huge. They're like nitpicks, minor gripes. Um, Although the 5.1 audio remix sounds very good, it surprisingly has so many issues. That's one. Another one is that because it's low budget, some of the effects haven't aged well. Like if you compare to like modern days, sure. I mean, it's pretty outdated. I'll give you that. Um, and the thing is, and the last complaint that I have, it's literally unbelievable. You're telling me like Mad Max character is meant to be like a police officer and a family man, but yet he looks so young. Mel Gibson looks so young to be an officer and a father. I find it hard to believe. Maybe you believe it, but I couldn't believe it. Maybe a little bit older down the line, maybe in a few, but like here, I just couldn't buy into that. But that's it. Just sound issues, outdated effects, and just that one complaint. That's it. Everything else is amazing and great. George Miller did an incredible job directing this movie, writing the screenplay, and the story of this movie as well. But yeah, amazing, amazing, amazing. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have to say for Mad Max. Thank you so much, everyone, for taking time to listening to my review, my thoughts. Please like and subscribe. Definitely subscribe because that would help me out a lot. I love you guys. I'm thankful for that. I'm grateful for all of you. And I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.